This is Jody with the Ring Lord. Today we're going to be making Star David pendants. The materials we're using are 16 gauge 3/8 anodized aluminum in gold and 14 gauge 5/16 anodized aluminum in gold and purple. You can also make this pendant in a different size, and that is 18 gauge 3/16 for the outer rings and 18 gauge 7/32 for the inner. So we have two of the 16 gauge 3/8 and a total of 72 of the other rings. That's 30 purple rings and 42 gold rings. So first, to start, you need to put on 12 closed gold rings onto one of your 16 gauge 3/8 ring. It can be a little difficult to get them on, and if you do have trouble, you can put most of them on, close the ring, and then open them and add them on with the others afterwards. That's fine. So you'll want to put this ring through all of the closed rings. And close that center ring. So you've just created the very center of the star, and now we're going to go around and grab two of the vertically placed rings with one of the rings of the same color of the center. The key with this pattern is that you want to draw the eye to the outside, to the star shape that we're going to make with the darker rings. So this first part, we're just going to go around the entire star. We're going to make 6 arms of 2 and 2. You can see that we've placed all of our horizontal rings. So we have 6 arms. And the next thing we're going to do is connect all the arms. In the first ring, we will use the same color as we're using for the center ring, so a gold ring. We're just connecting 4 rings in with that one ring. Then we're going to grab one of the darker rings, and it goes outside of the ring you just placed. So this is the start of the delineation of the colors of the star. And you'll continue around connecting the arms. Gold first, so gold goes on the inside. And then purple for the outside. The measurement for the larger pendant is 2.5 inches, a little bit under 2.5 inches on the diagonal. So that would be at the star's widest point. And the small one is a little less than 1.5 inches. So as we go around here, you can see the center of the star forming. And you can also see this is a fairly quick project to do. It takes less than 15 minutes, and it is a beginner project. I'm using saw cut rings here, but you can use machine cut as well. You can also do this pendant in any material in the same size ring. So if you want to make a copper star, copper and brass, stainless steel, all of those can be used as long as you use the 14 gauge 5/16 for the outer rings and the 16 gauge 3/8 for the inner rings. So here I'm putting the last string in of the purple, and we've just completed the center portion of the star. So if you're looking at the smaller star, that would be the pink with the green outline. Now we're going to go to making the points of the star. Excuse me. And to do that, we're going to place 4 rings into every one of these horizontal double rings.
Really?
Now you'll want to watch your color placement here, because you want your darker rings, the purple ones, to be on the inside. So what I'm doing here is I'm alternating between 2 horizontal double rings. I've placed a purple and a gold in each, and then I'm going to connect them with a horizontally placed double purple rings to create 1 point of our 6-point star. So as you go around and place your rings, you just want to watch to make sure that you are placing colors in the appropriate spots. So there's the 3rd ring in that doubled horizontal piece right there. And now I'm placing the gold ring on the outside of that purple ring, what will be the outside of that point. I'm going to my next horizontal area to place the purple and then the gold, and I'll do this all the way around to make 6 points of the star. Now if you want to switch it up or make it interesting or make it a double-sided pendant, you could change the colors of the rings on one side of the star to be the opposite of the ones on the first side. So you could put as the star or the ring I'm putting in now, if you wanted to do one of those gold and one purple, you could do that, or you could do the whole star that way. The center pieces would be the same color, but the horizontal ones you could do. So you'll keep going around placing rings, and when you get to the end, if you have a bail that you want to attach to this, you can do that and then attach a chain to it, or you can add a couple rings to one of the points and put your chain through that. So we've done 3 points here, and we have 3 left to do. I'm sure you could make a smaller size pendant if you want to, or piece if you want to make earrings. Probably something in the 20 gauge range would work for this pattern. Oh, and one more thing. You'll notice I'm using the Neutronics pliers. They're wonderful. I love them. They're my new favorite pliers. I've always used Lindstrom's flat nose ergonomic pliers. For years I've used them. And while I still love them, these Tronix pliers are amazing. They're very easy to use. The jaws are wide enough to use. I've used them up to 12 gauge aluminum with no problems. I've also used them up to 16 gauge stainless, and they were wonderful. And I've used them down to 20 gauge 3/32. Not for tight weaves, but I've used them down for rings that small, and they are a pleasure to work with. So we're putting in almost the last strings here. Okay, we're just about done. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'd love to see your creations posted in our gallery on the forum, www.TheRingLord.org/forum, and our website, www.TheRingLord.com. If you have any questions, please post them and we'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching.